We used to get complaints from the neighbors. It was a closed service, presumably available only on the campus. And sometimes annoyed, more than annoyed, neighbors would call over and say, "Turn down that," not pleasant words. "I'm getting it in my house again, and I don't want it."
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Molly. I'm the current chief engineer. And I'm also a DJ on the FM station and on our online station.
Excellent. And I'm Joyce, and I was station manager many years ago.
Oh,
I had an honorary aunt who worked for NBC. And as a child, I'd visit her in her office, and I thought, wow. So when I got here as an undergraduate, there's a radio station. Oh, my freshman year, I was one of the people living in Cutler Union, and the women's campus station was a closet in the basement of Cutler Union. The main studio was here, and what we had on the women's campus was one turntable, one table, one desk, two chairs, some 33 1/3 records, and a sign that said, "Do not play an American in Paris." Why? I have no idea. After the women's campus closed, I was one of the people in this building doing some radio work, looking at what came over the ticker tape, and eventually I became station manager. At that time, it was mostly for the men. They had been on this campus for many, many years, and they were pretty well entrenched. And they had the control of the electronics, such as they were. And they were pretty modest in those days. There wasn't an extensive collection of CDs, which didn't exist, tapes, or the regular large vinyl records. Mostly 33, sometimes 45, and the old 78. Nothing as extensive as this. People brought in some things that they owned, and something began to go bad, something, click, 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 you toss it. There was a piano over here, and my mother visited one day, and she was playing and singing songs from World War I, the 20s, and the 30s. And because the radio service was going out whenever some engineer felt like doing it, there was no really clear schedule. So she just played until he said, "Good, thanks." It is a different world, a much more professional world, a much more challenging world. But there's much more organization than there was 60 years ago, and more need for it. And I'm just delighted that it's been developing over this period of time.
thank you. Yeah, thank you for coming. I'm so glad I could show you.